Hello and welcome to ZTN News Blitz, our top stories. Zimbabwe monthly cost of living increases. Former President Robert Mugabe's burial set for Zvimba. Brexit talks resume amid growing pessimism over New Deal. Nyahora and Mapaya in action today for Zimbabwe as World Athletics Championships begin in Qatar. Zimbabwe's cost of living has gone up by almost 8%. The Consumer Council of Zimbabwe, the local urban earner monthly basket for a family of 6 increased from $1,800 to $1,942 in September. In news just received, Zimbabwe's former tourism minister Priska Mfumira has been granted 5,000 RTGS dollars bail by High Court Judge Justice Amy Tsanga, who ordered Mfumira to surrender her 2 passports and title deeds to her Mount Pleasant home. The government of Zimbabwe has announced that former President Robert Mugabe will be buried at his rural home in Zvimba, just under 100 kilometers west of Harare. This follows a request by his family. A government spokesperson, Nick Mangwana, says they respect the family's decision. Family spokesperson Leo Mugabe spoke to ZTN.
Yes, it will be done in Zvimba this weekend. And as I said before, this is going to be a private burial.
The Zimbabwe Hospital Doctors Association ZHDA chairperson Peter Mugabe has left for South Africa. That is for a medical checkup following an intervention by the High Court. Dr. Mugabe was allegedly abducted almost 2 weeks ago by unknown assailants, leading to a crippling nationwide strike by doctors demanding his return. He's expected to be examined by both local and international doctors. The Zimbabwe government has written off $135 million owed to the country's tax collector by the Harare City Council. The debt comprised penalties and interest that council had accrued. The debt cancellation comes after Treasury last week released $37.4 million, including foreign currency, towards interventions to improve water access and wastewater treatment in the capital, Harare. An Austrian couple expecting a dress in the mail opened a large package that arrived at their home and instead found nearly 25,000 ecstasy tablets. The couple returned the package to the post office and police determined that the box's contents were 24,800 ecstasy tablets with an estimated street value of nearly $550,000. The United States President Donald Trump has blasted the inquiry into his alleged connivance with Ukraine as witch hunt garbage and said he has done nothing wrong. And the announcement came amid reports that Trump may have abused his presidential powers and sought help from foreign government to undermine former Vice President Joe Biden. Brexit Secretary Stephen Barclay will travel to Brussels later today amid growing pessimism on the continent over whether a new withdrawal deal can be agreed. The EU's chief negotiator Michael Barnier told diplomats on Thursday that the UK's proposed alternative to the Irish backstop was unworkable. Downing Street said progress has been made, but there were still significant obstacles to reaching a deal. Now a bit of sports. The World Athletics Championships start today in Doha, Qatar, and because of the high temperatures, the women's marathon will be run at 11 p.m. Zimbabwean time. Rutendo Nyahora will carry the country's hopes. Nyahora spoke to us from Doha and says the high temperatures will be a big factor.
Very hot, and if I can make any mistake during the race, I am going to lose everything. So I have just to run according to the way we were planning. I have to know how to push myself because I don't want to go with the pace that I can't handle at the end, because as I've been training and chatting with my coach, our aim is just to run between 3:45 and 3:50.
Still in sports, in cricket, Zimbabwe play Nepal in the opening match of the T20 Tri-Series in Singapore today. All-rounder Sean Williams captains the side after Hamilton Masakadza played his last game last week. This series could be harder for the Chevrons as Nepal are 11th in the T20 rankings, with Zimbabwe only ranked 15th. Singapore are ranked at 21st, but they hosted and won the Asian qualifying tournament to make it to the next month's qualifying tournament for next year's T20 World Cup. The game Game starts at 1:30 p.m. Moving on to rugby, no games today at the ongoing Rugby World Cup, but Saturday hosts Japan will be playing Ireland, the number 1 ranked side, while it's an all-African affair as the Springboks of South Africa face Namibia, while Argentina play Tonga. Yesterday, Italy beat Canada 48-7, while England were 45-7 victors over the USA. Moving on to football in the EPL, Manchester United Arsenal is the headline game. That's on Monday night, and leaders Liverpool are away to newly promoted Sheffield United on Saturday, while champions Manchester City travel to Everton. In the Liga in Spain, the Madrid derby is on Saturday as Atletico Madrid hosts Real Madrid. That's all we had for you on ZTN News Blitz in this hour. Catch Samantha at exactly 1 o'clock. Thanks for watching.